Jerry Jones talked with some media members and had a very, very interesting quote when it came to being asked whether or not he has any sense of urgency when it comes to a CeeDee Lamb contract. I don't know. I don't have any sense of urgency about getting it done. Put any reason you want. I was at Nobu 2 days ago. Give that as a reason. Whatever you want to put out there. So not exactly a good look, and obviously a very interesting and weird quote to say, I went to a restaurant and put that as a reason why I don't have any sense of urgency. Jerry Jones is saying some interesting stuff about this. The Cowboys are in a very bad spot when it comes to contract situations, but I would like to know, are you surprised by Jerry Jones's interesting comment?
I'm getting a little more surprised because it's getting closer to the season. I mean, it's only a month away. Dak Prescott came out on social media after he heard that and said, I got urgency for it to happen. CeeDee Lamb, his response was LOL. So I'm not sure whether Jerry Jones is posturing or he's pissed. I mean, they did make an offer. Steve Jones said a new offer sent over to them. Conversations were good. That was back on July 27th. And so maybe he's pissed that they haven't reacted more positively to that offer. Maybe he's just posturing and he knows something's going to get done. And maybe the reason I think it may lean more to posturing than to being pissed is he did have an optimistic outlook initially when they were talking to him. He said, could he envision opening the season without Lamb? And Jones said, believes the parties are at least headed in the right direction. We're getting great work done, making real progress. I don't think we're losing a step where we are right now. Is there a sense of urgency? They asked him. No. And he didn't explain why. So it's puzzling. That's why I tend to believe it's posturing. He's one of the best, Lamb. So he hasn't attended any voluntaries. He hasn't been in a mandatory mini camp or training camp. He's getting fined $40,000 a day. His contract for this year, if they don't do something, is about $18 million for 2024. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler, 135 catches, 1,749 yards, 12 TDs, led the league last year. Other receivers are getting big paydays, so we've got the stats to show you. So I don't know. It's a little weird. Maybe Jerry Jones is starting to lose it a little bit.
I think it's embarrassing when everybody but Jerry Jones is realizing that this is a serious problem. His own quarterback, who's also dealing with a contract situation, is even admitting, time's ticking. We kind of got to hurry this up. The season starts in like 3 weeks. Yeah. We have to figure this out right now. And so if your quarterback, if the fans, if the media, even if some of your own staff is saying, yeah, we kind of need to sign this guy, he's kind of our only weapon when it comes to offense. There's not a lot of other pieces, and yes, Ferguson's a good tight end, but when it comes to wide receivers, it's like CeeDee Lamb, decently large gap, Brandon Cooks. There's no real 1-2 punch like a Thiry Killer or Jalen Waddle, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp. There's not a lot of that. There just isn't. It's CeeDee Lamb, who, by the way, set team records for catches and receiving yards last year. Team records. The Cowboys have had a number of great receivers, most importantly, Michael Irvin, and even he could not amount to 135 catches or basically 1,750 receiving yards. CeeDee Lamb did that last year. I kind of am in the boat of definitely top 5, maybe even top 3 wide receiver in the league. And he keeps getting better and better and better. So the fact that Jerry Jones won't sign him, and by the way, we don't know what the number is. Could it be he wants Justin Jefferson money at $35 million a year? I think that very well could be a decent possibility. I think right now, I don't think there's really any question. He's better than A.J. Brown. So I think the number is in between $32 and $35 million. I think Justin Jefferson is hands down the number 1 wide receiver in the NFL. When healthy, obviously. I just think CeeDee Lamb needs to find that sweet spot, and the Cowboys need to... not even the Cowboys. I'm not going to blame the whole Cowboys. I'm blaming Jerry Jones. Because he even said, when he said no about the urgency... He said, after that, laughing, I don't know why I said that. Neither do we. You are in a situation where your quarterback, the staff, the media, the fans all recognize that you need to sign CeeDee Lamb. You need to sign your quarterback. You need to sign your best edge rusher in a number of years. You have a massive situation going on. It's time to move. It's time to make a decision here. It's time to figure it out. Because I don't think, and CeeDee Lamb has shown it thus far, he's not budging.
Can you put this data up?
The passing yards? Yeah,
wide receiver contracts. Yeah, I think I agree with you. He's going to fit in nicely there between A.J. Brown and Justin Jefferson at about $33, $34 million a year on a 4-year deal. That's what he's got to have.
It should be exactly that.
It should be that. He's earned it.
I mean, right now,
he's young, right?
Yeah.
He's like, 25 years old, 26 years old?
25.
25 years old. He can do this contract and get another one after that. I think that he's worth it. And he's one of your top 3 players on the team, and it needs to get done. The guy's not even, he hasn't practiced once all spring or summer now.
Yeah.
And the season starts within a month. So Jerry, what are you waiting for? We don't get it.
I think the big situation is we look at the numbers now. Tyreek Hill was the largest contract heading into this offseason. He was at $30 million. So you had an opportunity to sign him before Justin Jefferson, before A.J. Brown, before Amon-Ra St. Brown, before Jalen Waddle got his extension, before even DJ Moore got his extension, before all these receivers starting to set the market, and in some cases breaking the market, setting the market, with even higher annual value per year. You had the opportunity to sign him between $27 and $30 million. Even if you did $32 million, $31 million. We look at what it is now, and it's like, it's kind of a steal. It's kind of under market right now.
He could have got him for a little less than 30 probably, because Tyreek Hill was considered the best receiver in the NFL and may still be at $30 million. If you'd done the deal with CeeDee Lamb last year, you might have gotten him for $29 million.
It's a very high possibility you will be able to do that. And what's crazy is that normally when you have a great player, a player that has clearly shown that he is worth his value on the team, you give him the extension after 3 years, especially if he's a first-round pick. You also have the opportunity of a 5th-year option. But normally, you normally don't re-sign them if they're as great as CeeDee Lamb is. You don't wait till their contract's basically up. That's not what you do at all.
Yeah, he's a premier player. Everybody knows who CeeDee Lamb is. He's an all-pro, has been every year for the past 3 years. Was a outstanding receiver last year, tops in the league. I don't understand why they haven't gotten the deal done yet.
It has to be with the money, but still, even then, this is the last year of his contract, basically. It's crazy to think that a guy who keeps getting better and better and better, who just set your team record in receptions and yards, your best receiver in years, and especially on this iteration of the Cowboys, it is not close between a wide receiver 1 and 2. At least when Amari Cooper was there, CeeDee Lamb was improving.
Yeah. And the fact that it's not close between 1 and 2, and it wasn't last year, the fact that CeeDee Lamb had that kind of year, being the number 1 receiver and everybody scheming against him, makes him even more valuable.
Absolutely. And by the way, so I think CeeDee Lamb and also Hollywood Brown put up old photos of them together playing for the same team. And if we check what team Hollywood Brown plays for, it's pretty attractive. The Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah. Well.
So I don't know if that's going to get done, but at least the thoughts out that CeeDee's thinking, hey, I'm probably going to go over to KC. Because remember, the Chiefs were also looking at Mike Evans. Mike Evans was close to signing with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
So I think CeeDee Lamb is so ready to walk out that door if needed. And I think Dak Prescott, the idea of him walking out the door, that light's getting brighter and brighter. Is it going to step into the light soon? I think as the days go on, that idea is getting even nicer
Jerry
and
Jones
nicer.
says he's going to be around for a long time, but we'll be watching. I'm going to watch the Cowboys' first preseason game because we're going to see Trey Lance. He's going to be out there on the field. He's going to get plenty of time so we can watch him play. He won't be playing against much competition, but it'll be interesting to see how he does. If he lights it up and plays really well, it could be not good news for Dak Prescott.
Well, at a training camp, the reports say not much difference between him and Cooper Rush.
Really?
So,
yeah.
Not surprised. But of course, Joe Milton, he was splitting reps with Bailey Zappi. He comes out and performance-wise and looks a hell of a lot better in game time.
Yeah.
So we could see a situation where Trey Lance does do very well when it comes to the preseason games. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, if you want to check out the full episode, make sure you click the I in the top right-hand corner right now. If you want to listen to this show anywhere you go, make sure you go to anchor.fm/The Harvey Hour or anywhere you get your podcasts.